Opposition leader Alan Chasney has raised alarm over potential risks to St. Lucia's visa-free travel to Europe, warning that the current government's management of the citizenship-by-investment program could trigger European Union sanctions.
This government has made the people of this country poor. We're about to get much poorer because we're going to lose our visa access to Europe. We're going to be banned from traveling into the U.S., and they have nothing to say.
The caution comes as Tourism Minister Dr. Ernest Hilaire confirms the EU is implementing stricter monitoring of visa waiver nations with economic citizenship schemes. The minister detailed a new EU enforcement mechanism that monitors visa waiver countries for behavior injurious to European interests, with economic citizenship programs being a prime concern. Minister Hilaire outlined the EU's enforcement mechanism in clear terms.
That the EU will first say to a country that we have X problem, we have seen an acceleration of a certain incidence of a certain behavior or actions or whatever, and you should act on it. If the country does not act on it, the EU then will give them a period over which to solve the problem, or else they will use visa access. So the first thing, they notify you, then they serve notice on you that if you don't do something about it, they will remove visa-free access, and then if still you do nothing about it, they will remove the privilege you have of visa-free access for your nationals and citizens.
In a detailed briefing Monday, Dr. Hilaire revealed the EU's new safeguards targeting CIP passport holders who might abuse Schengen Zone access.
So what the EU is doing really is to add CIP to the existing list of persons that can qualify, can be asked to, countries that can be asked to take action because their citizens are violating the rules of the EU. That CIP, countries with CIP programs did not exist before.
He explained that the EU now tracks asylum claims by economic citizens. If patterns emerge that threaten their interests, they can revoke visa-free privileges for entire countries. The mechanism focuses particularly on nationals from CIP offering states who enter Europe then seek refugee status.
What the EU is doing now, the EU is saying, look, we have noticed that we've recognized the possibility for people with CIP citizenships to come into the EU and seek asylum. And therefore, because they have visa-free access, they can come in, and when they are in, they will claim asylum. So we want to put measures in place. If that should happen, then we can serve notice that, look, there is an escalation in persons with CIP passports seeking asylum, if it happens, and to alert the countries to do something about it, and if they do nothing about it, then to waive visa-free access.
While acknowledging these pressures, the minister stressed confidence in St. Lucia's robust due diligence. He assured citizens no immediate suspension looms, noting proactive reforms to strengthen the program.
We have a very robust and rigid due diligence process at the CIP, so we have no reason to be worried about it. What we have said to the EU is that we want to have open dialogue and communication on the matter. So if there is just one instance, now again the EU have thresholds. It's not if it happened once they will ask you to do something. If it goes above a certain limit, because they have thresholds, and I can share all the documents with you so you can read it to see what it is. There's a certain threshold. If it starts happening above a certain frequency, then they will activate that mechanism.
The developments follow the EU's 2023 suspension of visa-free travel for Vanuatu, demonstrating its willingness to enforce consequences. Chloe Dantes, NBC Prime.